Bienvenidos and welcome to another episode of Spain on a Fork. Today we're going to grab the almighty garlic, truly one of the most underrated ingredients out there. Yes, we use it in a lot of recipes, but it's never the star of the show. Anyways, today that's exactly what we're doing. We're making Spanish garlic fritters. These are known as tortitas de ajo y perejil. And then we tell you these fritters have a light crispy texture on the outside with a beautiful pop of flavors in the inside. The recipe's above and beyond easy to make. And the best part, we're going to serve the fritters next to a simple mayo alioli that takes this to the next level of goodness. Folks, serve these fritters next to some marinated olives and a couple ice cold beers. You have yourself the best moment of your day. All right, let's just jump right into this. I'm going to add 3/4 of a cup of all-purpose flour into a large bowl, which is 90 grams. We'll also add in 1 teaspoon of baking powder, which is 4 grams. And whisk it together. Then we'll make a well in the middle. Crack in 1 large egg and whisk the egg. And then we'll add in half a cup of milk, which is 120 milliliters, and whisk it all together until we end up with a smooth batter. I'm using low-fat milk, but you can also use full-fat, non-fat, or even a plant-based milk if you like. Once we end up with a smooth batter, I'm going to add in 1 small onion that's been finely chopped, 8 cloves of garlic that have been roughly chopped, half a cup of grated cheese, which is 60 grams. I'm using a Spanish manchego, but you can use whatever cheese you like. A 1/4 teaspoon of sweet smoked Spanish paprika, which is a little over half a gram, and 2 tablespoons of chopped parsley, which is 8 grams. Then we'll season with sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper. And we'll mix it together until it's well mixed. And that's the exact texture you want for your batter. If you see that yours is too thick, add in some more liquid, and vice versa if it's too thin, add in some more flour. But you know, like I've told you in the past, these fritter batters are very forgiving, meaning even if you don't have them right on the money, you're still going to end up with delicious fritters. For the next step, let's start cooking them up. I'm going to heat a large fry pan with a medium heat and add in a 1/4 cup of extra virgin olive oil, which is 60 milliliters. Important to use the good stuff here. This is what truly flavors the fritters. Make sure you get the Spanish one I'm using in the description box below. After a couple minutes, we'll start adding in spoonfuls of the batter. You want to make sure the fritters are in a single layer and evenly spaced out, so cook this in batches to not overcrowd the pan. And we're going to go for about 3 minutes per side here until the fritters are golden and crispy. And as you finish each batch, transfer the fritters into a dish with some paper towels. Once all the fritters have been fried up, let's make our mayo alioli, which literally takes about a minute to put together. I'm going to add in 2 cloves of garlic that I roughly chopped into a mortar, along with a 1/4 teaspoon of saffron threads, which is 0.17 grams. Make sure you get the Spanish golden saffron I'm using in the description box below. And a pinch of sea salt. And using a pestle, we'll pound down on the ingredients until we end up with a paste-like texture. You can also use a food processor here, hand blender, or even a NutriBullet. Then we'll add in half a cup of mayonnaise, which is 120 grams. Squeeze in 1 teaspoon of fresh lemon juice, which is 5 milliliters. And drizzle in 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil, which is 15 milliliters. Then we'll season with a kiss of sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper. And whisk it together until we end up with a beautiful creamy sauce. Then we'll transfer the mayo alioli into a serving dish and decorate the fritters around it. And check it out, folks, our Spanish garlic fritters are done. Easy to make, beautiful presentation, and all done in under 30 minutes. Let's give these a try and see how they turned out. Once again, folks, tortitas de ajo y perejil. This looks insanely delicious. Here, you take the first bite this time. Seriously, here we go. I turned it around, it's not double dipping. Check that out. This right here is truly what comfort food is all about. Such a great texture to those fritters. You have that light crispiness on the outside. The inside, so many amazing flavors with all that garlic really shining through. And the simple mayo alioli rounds up for the perfect balance. Easy to make, just a handful of ingredients. Give it a try at home. Once again, next to some marinated olives and a couple ice cold beers, more specifically Estrella from Barcelona, you have yourself a fabulous meal. Really quick before we go, a shout out to a couple of my patrons, Manuel J. Rosales, Britt Saunders, and Tom Pagano. And guys, thank you so much for being patrons of Spain on a Fork. You know how much I appreciate you. Enjoy today's video, hit that like button, leave me a comment below, and if you're not subscribed, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and click on the bell icon. That way you can get notified every time I release new content and to become a part of the Spain on a Fork family. Till the next time, hasta luego.